What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this conversation about men who cheat and the women who stand by their side. So, not just men who cheat and women who stand by their side, men who cheat publicly, men who cheat publicly, and the women that want to stand by their side. So let's start off with Robin Dixon. So as we all know by now, the mistress that has been the center of this Robin scandal, has given her side of the story. So we all know how Robin appeared on Watch What Happens Live, and the version that she gave on that show and the version that she gave on her podcast was that Juan just had this very brief encounter with this young lady, and she was stranded somewhere, didn't have any money, couldn't call a soul in the world, even though she was dating a Baltimore Ravens football player. She couldn't call a soul in the world, no sister, no mom, no dad, no cousin, no neighbor, no best friend, no nobody. All she had to help her out of her distress was juandixon. And so he pays for her hotel because her wallet is in La La Land somewhere. And this is how his name ends up on the hotel receipt. So the woman says that this story that Robin told on Watch What Happens Live and wherever else Robin has been trying to hawk this fake story is completely hogwash. It's not true. Obviously, this mistress and juandixon were having some type of a relationship. They were obviously, getting it on at this hotel. And I don't know why Robin is feeding us this crap, which she herself doesn't even believe, but for some reason expects us to believe. So on Watch What Happens Live, instead of having Ebony K. Williams sitting next to Robin, I sure as hell wish that Andy Cohen had Giselle Bryant sitting next to Robin, because I would love to have heard what Giselle Bryant had to say about this story that Robin, this fairy tale that Robin was spinning on national television. Supposedly Giselle is her best friend, and Giselle, after knowing exactly what was going down in Robin's relationship, was encouraging Juan to try to propose to Robin, encouraging these people to get married. But we know now that it's not even a real marriage, according to this mistress and according to our own eyeballs and our own common sense. It's not even a real marriage. The mistress is saying that they're just doing this to be on the show, to get a check from Bravo, and that's about it. She says that they needed to do what they had to do for money. Juan has respect for Robin, but it was not a real relationship. And as we all know, Robin is still trying to pretend that she still believes her husband and supports her husband, and she's in this marriage for the long haul. But why? Why do you have to pretend to be in love with each other and then get married? Why would you have to do that to be on a reality TV show? I don't understand. Like, why can't you just carry on with your storyline of people who were once married, now divorced, but still living together for whatever reason, to raise these kids together, because you don't want these kids to be bouncing back and forth from one house to the other. So you both have an understanding that, hey, we're not romantically involved, but we're still going to stay with one another or live together for the benefit of these children. I mean, that's believable. That to me would make sense. It would make more sense than trying to make us believe that y'all are in a romantic relationship when obviously y'all are not, because you can just tell when people really like each other or when people are in love with one another. You can just tell. They don't even have to go the extra mile by showing a whole lot of PDA or anything like that, or constantly saying, like, you can tell that Wendy and Eddie Osefo are in a real relationship and that they do love each other. You don't have to, it just shows through. The love just shows through. So the fact that everybody has been doubting the relationship between Robin and Juan, like, who's been believing this? The whole time that I've been reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, I've been casting serious doubt on the validity of Juan and Robin's relationship. I mean, it's so fake. It's so forced because Juan is never happy. Once in a while, like I said, we'll see him crack a smile. We'll see him chuckle a little bit here and there. But for the most part, he always acts like he's extremely annoyed. He acts like he doesn't want to be on this show. He never shows up for any of the events. Robin is always showing up solo dolo, giving some stupid excuse about, oh, Juan's a basketball coach and he's so busy. Okay, but girl, he's a basketball coach. Okay, he's not a brain surgeon. Okay, he's not a brain surgeon. He's not look, even on Married to Medicine, those people there are doctors, and some of them are emergency room doctors. But whenever there's an event, they'll show up. There's some events that they'll miss, and there's a lot of events that they'll actually show up for. And these people are saving lives. But your basketball coach, pretend fiance, pretend boyfriend, pretend husband can't be bothered to show up for a reunion. It doesn't make any sense. You don't have to show up to every single dinner, every single whatever, every single gala, every single this or that. But come on, you can show up for a reunion. So everybody knows that for this reunion, Juan is not going to be there. Once again, Robin has to be the one. Well, she's not going to explain anything at this reunion. We all know that because they didn't talk about it. But once again, Robin has to be in the hot seat by herself, explaining why Juan doesn't show up anywhere, why Juan doesn't want to film, why Juan is practically absent. So what are y'all doing on this show? What are y'all doing on this show? Anyways, so what makes it even sadder is that this isn't a real relationship, but Robin is going to stick by Juan's side after his mistress has been exposed, after she has come out of the shadows. She's going to continue to make herself look like an idiot by supporting the man who has been cheating on her in a fake marriage that she wants us to believe is real. Do you understand how stupid this sounds? It's like you are willing to appear like someone who has zero self-respect, zero dignity for a marriage that isn't even real, for a husband who can't even pretend to be faithful. Like, Robin, do you not see how crazy this sounds? Because it would be crazy if this was a real marriage, but you are willing to put your reputation on the line, put your dignity on the line to come off looking like, someone who isn't altogether with it mentally, just to sustain the illusion of a fake marriage. You're risking your whole entire reputation for something that isn't even real. Like, Robin, do you not see how this is crazy? Oh, girl, I don't think I have anything else to say about Robyn Dixon. Okay, we've talked ad nauseum about how during the filming of The Real Housewives of Potomac, the mistress came out, the news broke that she was having an affair with Juan, an affair that occurred back during the lockdown, so somewhere around 2020 or so. But the mistress is coming out now, and she came out while they were filming, and Robin didn't want to talk about it, even though it was like a major part. We talked about that ad nauseum. So the only thing left to do now is to watch this reunion, to suffer through this reunion. And then another thing, Giselle, is Giselle really a true friend? Is Giselle really a true friend to Robin? Because if Giselle is advising or encouraging or co-signing to these shenanigans that Juan and Robin are involved in, instead of steering her in the other direction and just be like, girl, just be your authentic true self. Just be your authentic true self. It didn't work out with Juan for whatever reason. I mean, look, y'all, Juan, and I keep on talking about this, sound like a broken record. Juan embarrassed her when he was on the phone with some woman. I don't know if it was the hotel woman or what woman it was. He was on the phone with some woman during filming, an entire camera crew's in her home, and he's mic'd up and he's in the closet having a secret conversation on the phone with some woman talking about how he's only with Robin for the kids, and Robin is downstairs looking like a damn dodo bird. This is the reason why I guess the reason why Juan Dixon and Michael Darby got along so well, because they both love to cheat on their wives. They're both involved in fake marriages. So for whatever reason, okay, for a Bravo check, Juan and Robin decide to concoct this plan that they're going to act like they're romantically involved and get married so they can stay on the show. And Michael Darby and Ashley Darby, their marriage is a sham because he only married her for eye candy and she only married him because he was wealthy. Point blank, period. If that's what it is, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But please don't try to come to the people and feed us a lot of bull and want us to, fall in line and believe it, because we're not going to believe it. Whoever believed that Ashley and Michael's marriage was real? Do y'all remember in that one season, I think it was last season, when Ashley Darby planned this romantic getaway for her and Michael, and she got a hotel for them, and they were sitting on the couch, and she starts to make out with him. I cannot even say that they started making out with each other because Michael was just not involved. He wasn't participating. So it was just Ashley making out with Michael, and it was very forced. It was very cringe. It was horrible to look at. It was disgusting. And because he was not interested. He didn't really he was, it was like, girl, you're embarrassing yourself. You're all over this old man, trying to get something started with him. As cute as you are, you're trying to get something started with this old man. And this relationship is not even real. It's not even a real relationship. I don't understand. Okay, moving on from the Darbys. I don't understand why Robin cannot just be her authentic self and be like, yeah, I'm a single mom, trying to raise these two boys after me and Juan just didn't. Like, why can't you just, or is Juan using Robin? Because Robin likes to talk about how she makes more than he does. So is he using her? Like, he's like, I'm going to just go ahead and stay with the homie, until I get back on my feet, and then I'm going to move out. I'm going to head on out. But then, y'all, I don't know. I don't understand. Well, let's move on, y'all. Please move on. So TJ Holmes, y'all, it would be so much easier if they would just give us the list of women that TJ Holmes did not sleep with when he was working for ABC. Because yet another woman has come out by the name of Sasha. She was another staffer that was having an affair with TJ Holmes around 2014 when TJ first started with ABC. So she thought that TJ was really feeling her, that they were really vibing. Even though he was married, she thought that, they really had something going on until he got promoted to go work at Good Morning America and left her high and dry. They said in the article that he treated her like a throwaway object once he got his promotion to Good Morning America and didn't even tell her he got promoted. She was left brokenhearted and confused because that's how he leaves all of these women. Every single article that I read about another woman that has come out talking about how she had an affair with TJ Holmes, they talk about how after the relationship ended, they were dazed and confused. Like, I don't understand. The man is married. What are you confused about? So, in other words, what I'm saying is the fact that he would not commit to you, why are you confused about that? Because he's committed to somebody else. I mean, losing the term committed very, very, very loosely. So yeah, so her name is Sasha. So my point of this is the fact that when this story comes out, we also see TJ Holmes buying rings and necklaces and all kinds of trinkets for amyrobach because they're still going strong. She's about to turn 50 years old, and so he was buying her some jewelry from Tiffany. He bought her a ring and a necklace, and I guess she's going to be wearing the ring on the necklace because she can't wear it on her finger because their divorces are not final. So amyrobach is like head over heels in love with this man, even though she knows what his track history is. I don't understand. Like, why would you take someone like that seriously? Why? You see how y'all look. And TJ Holmes is only 45 years old, so he has a lot of energy left. He has a lot of pep in him left. He's not by any means tired out yet. So, like, amyrobach, why do you want to? I could understand if she came out and said, yeah, we're just having fun. This is not a big deal. It's not what it's like. We're mostly friends and we're just having a good time. Okay, fine. I would understand that. But the fact that, reports are coming out that she's head over heels in love and this is a relationship that she really wants to work out and she's going to stand by. And you see his track record. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I know that the heart wants what the heart wants, but look, why can't you just, I don't even know what to say. I was just going to say, why can't you just do all of this outside of the public eye? Don't be walking together hand in hand throughout New York City, taking trips together to Miami, all hugged up on each other, sitting on his lap, wrapped up in each other's arms. Why just, if this is the man that you want and you really don't care about his past or whatever, the fact that you're doing this so publicly, and then most likely he's going to end up, doing to you what he's done to every single woman in his life. Like, why do you want to put yourself out there in such a way where people can come back and say, you see, Amy, we told you so. We told you he wasn't going to be committed to you, that he wasn't going to be faithful to you. And then have all of these articles and news reports and bloggers coming out talking about, amyrobach, embarrassed by tjholmes. Amyrobach left high and dry by tjholmes. Amyrobach left dazed and confused by tjholmes. Why? Why? The fact that people are willing to risk being embarrassed publicly, it is just beyond me. It's just beyond me. If I wanted to be with tjholmes that bad, I wouldn't be so public with it. I just wouldn't be so public with it, because of the fact that in case he ends up, leaving me, I could at least save a little bit of dignity and be like, it wasn't that serious, y'all. It wasn't that serious. We were just a couple of friends hanging out. We're just, having fun. It wasn't that serious. But instead, she wants to shout her love for him from the mountaintop. She wants to make sure that they are seen together. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused and bewildered by these women, but to each his own. If it makes them happy, whatever. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. And if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye.